Hello, Slothrin and adult fans of Lego. I'm not sure how long it's been since the last Sloth City update, but I'm hoping that you think that it's been too long. It's been too long for me, so here we are again. And this is not exactly the update video that I wanted to do, because I have a definite storyline here, a definite situation here that I wanted to be able to tell you about, and I'm not able to do it to the degree that I wanted to at the moment. But I will give you the beginnings of this story, and that is the alligators that are standing behind me. Now, you remember the alligators, Brett's alligators, that we have been referring to as Mr. and Mrs. Al. They are a happily committed couple, and, well, they've been a happy couple long enough that these fine gentlemen, two of our splendid Sloth City citizens of the reptilian persuasion, were apparently in communication with this fine alligator couple, and it turns out that they want to start a family. And that is a fine thing. Sloth City is all about having whatever family you want, but the thing about these alligators is they are having some issues conceiving. Brett has been most concerned and has looked after the welfare of these alligators and consulted a vet, and I guess it turns out that there are some definite fertility issues as far as them populating the traditional alligator way. Turns out that, well, alligators and cloacas and perhaps there is not the correct equipment between this pair, like perhaps they might have the same equipment. But anyway, that is just a temporary problem, because once we discovered this, we decided that we were going to help out Mr. and Mrs. Al, and with the help of our fine and concerned reptilian citizens, we have ordered eggs. Eggs are coming, and when those eggs come, then pretty soon our fine alligator friends will be able to join the ranks of parents. And if there's any issues with hatching them, well, then we'll just call in the baby store and we'll have them activated like, you know, like Sloth City babies. But either way, either or, however it happens, these fine alligators are going to become fine alligator parents just as soon as the Bricklink order shows up. So that is the update with Brett's alligators. Stay tuned for more in the wonderful love saga of Brett's alligators. But now let's move on to the other thing that is going on in this video, because, as I said, we cannot continue the story of the alligators at this time because the eggs have not yet arrived. So let's see what we do have. But believe me, it is worth sticking around for. And here we go. This is the coolest thing ever. This is a set that I have been waiting for a year to get. It was sent to me by Dude Jude, and here it is built, and it is everything that I hoped it would be and more, because without really any alteration whatsoever. Everybody was able to just climb in and take off. Yes, this is the absolutely awesome Creator Tuktuk. And I have only done the most basic of smallest of modifications, and that was I changed out this back seat, the bottom of it, so that there would be studs on the seat to hold my companions who will not hold still. And if I wanted to show you this fine tuk-tuk, I wanted to be able to do that without them spilling out into the road. So they are firmly attached so that they can show off the wonders of this amazing, magnificent tuk-tuk. Excuse me. But yeah, it is so awesome. It is so colorful. It has, to me, quite innovative things. Let me just show you. Besides all of these wonderful colors, we've got this turquoise or deep azure. We've got yellow. We've got green. We've got like bright fuchsia pink. We have red and black and silver tone. And, oh no, I just fell down. I'll stand over here where maybe I won't knock myself over. But in addition to this, we have, I don't know if those are, I think those are fog lights on either side, and then we have the main headlight in front. We have this super, super cool windshield that, sorry baby Yolo, hang on, I'll put you back in a minute. But look, it can come up and open up as like another emergency egress if you should have an emergency situation, or if you want to clean the windshield, you have all kinds of access to it. And you have this cool thing that clips on that is like a little, I don't know, porch top or something to hang over the window so that it blocks the rain, because we don't seem to have any windshield wipers. I don't know how we could have any windshield wipers. So you don't have to worry about rain because of this cool piece here in front that shields the windshield from getting rained on. And we have these fine rear view mirrors on either side, both sides. You see those? Yes, we have rear view mirrors. We have brake lights and turn signal lights and an exhaust pipe. And we have a fire extinguisher, because there is always the possibility of fires in Sloth City when my little friends have scurriers for buddies who might be invited to go on tuk-tuk rides. And of course, with the best of intentions, you know what happens with scurriers. There may be fires. So yes, we have this fine red fire extinguisher. We have colorful seats. We have a steering wheel. We have seats. We have these pieces here. They just clip on, but they look like they're integral to the build, like it's important for them to be there. You know, these supports, they're here to divide the front from the back, and there's more of them in back here to kind of accentuate and hold up the canopy. And up here on the canopy, we have these things, and I don't know what these things are. They look cool. I don't know if they have something to do with fans, so that you have, you know, plenty of air blowing on you if you are tuk-tuking in a hot climate. I don't know if it has something to do with the electrical system, so that you can have lights inside your tuk-tuk if you're driving around at night and you want to be able to see the inside of your tuk-tuk. We have these cool orange and red ornamental thingies I don't know what they're intended to be other than decorative, but they are very decorative. Oh, my partner also suggested that these things on top here might actually be luggage, in which case I suppose they could be round like hat boxes or something, some sort of um, foreign suitcases or other things for carrying your items when you're journeying in the tuk-tuk. But anyway, moving on to these absolutely fabulous tassels. When I first put them on, this is what I did. I hung out for minutes on end, just shaking the tuk-tuk and playing with the tassels and letting them do their tassely thing, because I was just so enchanted with them. I don't understand why they didn't just fill up this entire thing with tassels, because the tassels are super. I am going to get more tassels, and then there are going to be more tassels, because it is going to be the most decorative tuk-tuk. Just as soon as I find a seller with affordable tassels, then I will order more tassels. But yes, we have. Oh yeah, did I mention the cool little windows that might be originally, I don't know, a train piece for train windows, but it means that you have, this nice black with windows so that you can see into, through the back of your tuk-tuk and look into your tuk-tuk from behind. You can look into your tuk-tuk from all angles. And there, of course, we have fine Throg. And now, okay, there we go. Now we have dear little baby Yolo. And we have there, to go with Yolo and Throg, we have their fine scurrier friends. We've got one of them down here because they have kind of big feet, and I was unable to secure him onto the seat without taking the top off of the tuk-tuk, and I didn't want to go to that much work right now. But we've got another fine scurrier friend up here, and again, remind you, this is not unsafe, even if these things are somewhat flammable, because apparently everything is flammable in Sloth City, because we have this fine fire extinguisher. Oh, I did not mention the build itself, and how I was very surprised at how things that did not look like they were going to hold together and be secure actually turned out to be fairly secure after all. This whole back end kind of lifts in and out from above, and this piece back here just kind of clips on and is held on with just a couple of studs, but the way these two pieces are butted up against each other keeps them from sliding around, so they stay in a configuration so that they can be held on by those two studs. I was really surprised by that, and I thought that that was really cool. I don't know. I learn when I build these things. I mean, I don't learn so much that I'm going to be able to build things like this with, all of these side pieces, things stuck on and things. But I find it really interesting, when things go together in a way that I'm not anticipating. Same thing with these red clips here that add color to the build, but also they hold those pole bar thingamagummies. And as I said, it's not actually supporting anything, but it adds so much to the build and makes it look so much more finished and like a concrete sort of a vehicle, much more secure. And that, I think, is probably everything that I wanted to tell you about. If you can't tell from the video, all of the grayish pieces are actually like pearlized metallic. So they're not just gray. They're metallic. So they're really cool. And now we have this fine tuk-tuk that everybody can drive around in, and there's plenty of room. There's really an excessive amount of room for minifigures, since nobody has knees that bend. There's really no need for the seats to be up that high. There's really no need to be that much space between the seats and like the steering wheel. But it's not like, you know, nothing can be grabbed. It can still be used, is functional as is. And if I want to change it and make things lower, I can, but there is no need for it. And so I thought that that was great, that it was already street ready. And so, now that I have shown you these fine new additions to Sloth City, well, the one fine new addition of the Tuktuk and the going to be fine new additions of new offspring to our fine alligator citizens, Brett's dear friends, Mr. and Mrs. Al. That was what I wanted to tell you about. And so now I am going to leave you, but hopefully I will not be as long in putting out another video. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get up here a little bit more often. I am working a lot more, and I'm just going to be continuing to get more hours as the year progresses, because I'm hoping to be changing to a store that's closer to home, but that will be a full-time position rather than a purportedly part-time position that is trying to act like a full-time position. But anyway, that is what is going on with me. That is what is going on in Sloth City. Thank you for joining me, Throg, Baby Yolo, the Scurriers, all the fine citizens of Sloth City, Brett, the wonderful Tuktuk, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode, and until then, I hope that you, my dear Slothrin and adult fans of Lego, have a fantabulous and slothtastic day. And if you're going through anything, I hope that things get better for you, because I miss having the chance to talk with you guys. I wish that I could be in the community more often, but until that time, I am leaving you with my best wishes, and as I said, please have a fantastic and not awful day. Yeah.